Hey guys, this is Bird from Inside Outline and welcome back to another Cricut video. In today's video, I will be showing you how to make this 3D cake topper. This video is part of a cake topper series, so be sure to check out all the videos in this series. So let's jump right in. First, what I want to do is to add some text. So I'll just click on the text box and type the words happy birthday. And I'm going to make this about 5 inches wide. And the font that I'm using is the Futura font. And this font comes already pre-installed on my MacBook. If you do not have this font, you can find one that looks very similar to it. So then what I'll do is to click on the text box again and type the name Ayla. And I am going to change this font to be the Heart Attack font that I got from defont.com. So I'm going to click on System and then search for the word heart. And I'm going to click this Heart Attack font. And again, I got this font from defont.com. So this is what that font looks like, or that text looks like. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. And I can weld this text together. And then what I want to do is to add some balloons. So I'm just going to click upload, and then I'm going to click view all, and I'm going to search for the word balloon. And so this is what I will be using for this cake topper. So I'll click add to canvas. I'm going to make these balloons a bit smaller and pull them where I want them, and then continue to resize them a bit. And I think I like that. First, what I want to do is to make a duplicate of the balloons. Gonna pull this over to the side. For this one, I want it to be all blacked out. So I don't want you to be able to see, or I want the inside of the balloons to be filled in. So I'm going to click the contour button, and then I am just going to click on those balloons so that they will be hidden. So then I'll click the X. So now the balloons are blacked out, or all black. So for this part, I just want to keep the actual balloons because I want to give that part of the balloon some actual color. So what I'll do is to click the contour button, and I'm going to click hide all contour. I'm just going to click on those balloons to show them. So let's see. I did not do that correctly. Okay, so click the contour button again, and I want to show these 3 pieces, but I want to get rid of everything else. Okay, let's try it one more time. So click on that. Okay, let's try it. Okay, that is what I want. And I will change the color of this to pink. And so essentially this is what our balloons will look like. Okay, so I'm going to change my text to the color black. And that is basically all we're going to use for this cake topper. And before I start adjusting everything else, what I'll do is to hide the pink balloons and select all of this, and then click the attach button because I want it to cut the exact way that it appears on the screen right now. So I will turn on my balloons, and you can't see them because they're at the bottom. So I'll drag it up to the top of that attachment. And now I can select everything and start creating my offsets. So I will click on the offset tool, and you can see that blue line that shows you the offset. That one is a little bit too big for me, so I'm just going to slide my dowel over to the left to make it the offset a little bit smaller. So I think I like that one, so I'll click the apply button. And what I want to do is to get rid of all those gaps and all the white spaces. So I'll click the contour button, and then I'll just click hide all contours, and then click the X. And that is what it looks like. So I'm going to change the color of that to white. And then from here, what I'll do is to just click the offset button and click apply, and then I'll change the color. And I'll show you the materials here in just a second, but I'm just going to assign some colors to these. These won't be the exact colors that I'll be using for the offsets, but it's just so that I will know that I'm using different, or that Cricut will know that I'm cutting different color materials. So I'll use a green, and then I'll create another offset and change that color to black, but I'll use a different color black. Okay, so that is our entire cake topper. Overall, this cake topper is about 6.1 inches wide. If you want to change up your size and dimensions, you can be sure to do that before you click the Make It button. So what I'll do now is to click the Make It button, and you can see all the different colors of materials that I'll be using. Okay, so then I will click the Continue button. My computer is going to connect to my Cricut machine. I will be using medium cardstock in addition to some vinyl for this cake topper. So here I will just choose medium cardstock. But before I begin cutting out the designs, I'm going to show you all the materials I'll be using for this cake topper. So these are all the materials I'll be using for this project. As you can see, I have a variety of cardstock right here. This cardstock, I got it from Hobby Lobby, and it's not really a cardstock, it's more like a paper material, and it just has unicorn faces all over it. And I got it on sale at Hobby Lobby for about maybe 24 cents. I think the regular price is about 69 cents. And so when they do their 50% off deals, you can get this paper pretty cheaply. Yeah, the regular price is 69 cents. You can also see my vinyl over here that I'll be using for the cake topper as well. I do have my glue gun, as you can see right here, my hot glue gun, and I have an extra glue stick if I need it. This is a just basically a clear prism or like stir stick that you can use for drinks, but I use these for my cake toppers. If you want to get this exact stick for your cake toppers, you can go over to my Amazon storefront and then click on cake toppers, and you can see all the materials I use to make my cake toppers. I also have some double-sided foam tape. I get this right here from Dollar Tree, but you can also find it on my Amazon storefront underneath the cake toppers. And then I also have these double-sided pop dot adhesives. So these are all the materials I'll be using for this 3D cake topper. What I'm going to do now is to put everything onto my mat and begin cutting out the designs. I have all my pieces cut out, so what I'll do is to weed that vinyl and then start adding those pop dot adhesives to the back side of each of my layers to create that 3D effect. And then I will add that vinyl to the top layer of the cake topper, and then I am going to finish up by adding some hot glue to the back side and sticking or adding that stick to the back of the cake topper. And this is the final cake topper. This is what the back looks like. And this is the front, and you can see those layers with that double-sided foam tape or foam dots in there. And yeah, this is the finished cake topper. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video on how to make a 3D cake topper. Be sure to check out that previous video that I recorded on how to make a simple cake topper. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to make a shaker cake topper. I already have one version of a video making a shaker cake topper available to watch already. I will have that video linked also. But I will be uploading another one within a few short days. So I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial on creating a 3D shaker cake or a 3D cake topper. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching.